You are watching Simon Says on Mtgo Academy featuring Simon Götzen.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is Simon Götzen recording Simon Says for mtgoacademy.com. I am sitting here, it is pre-release weekend, Journey into Nyx is on everyone's mind, but sadly it's not on Magic Online yet. So I have no choice but to record something else instead. I would love to bring you Journey into Nyx content, but that is 2 weeks away. I don't really want to give you another Born of the Gods Theros draft. I really enjoy the format still, but when the new set is coming out or has come out is known, it does get a bit boring to watch a format that basically doesn't exist anymore. What am I going to do instead is I'm going to join a Lorwyn Morning Tide queue. I just started Magic Online and I saw that first of all, the flashback drafts are up. Second of all, I still had packs. I don't know if those have been from 6 years ago or maybe from some other event that gave out these packs. And Lorwyn Morning Tide is actually a very, very good format, especially a very good two-set format, I think. Morning Tide does shake things up in a limited format that's already pretty crazy. You have elementals evoking, and you have all kinds of creature type shenanigans going on with basically all color pairs having one or two creature types that they want to be going for. And if you are wondering how well it does sound pretty crazy, and it does sound a bit random, but it is one of the most skill-intensive limited formats I've ever played. And if you don't believe me, you can actually believe the Pro Tour coverage for that. This was the event. I remember it. It was 6 years ago. John Finkel just steamrolled this Pro Tour. I think he lost a match in the first draft he played, and then he just continued winning up all the way up to the end. And that just shows... Well, this was when John Finkel had basically retired. He just came back to win Pro Tour Kuala Lumpur. That was pretty crazy. But look at this top 8 as well. Nikolai Herzog, Carvalho, Finkel, Wafotapa, Pascoli, Ron or H. Ron, Zhu, and Kalafel. That's I think at the time it was 2 Hall of Famers, and it's just a crazy lineup with John Finkel, arguably the best player to ever play the game, taking this down. If you want, you should definitely check out the coverage. I think this was one of the most amazing Pro Tours in recent history, from at least from a spectator perspective. I wasn't there, sadly, but this is something that I still remember being absolutely amazed at. What an accomplishment. So yeah, this is what it's going to be. Lorwyn Morning Tide. I'm definitely not going to play as well as these guys did 6 years ago, and it is a complex format, but I hope that I will remember some of the things that were important. And I remember being quite fond of the format as well. So yeah, that's it for today. The next weeks are definitely going to be Journey into Nyx all the time. Journey into Nyx, Born of the Gods, Theros drafts. There is no common bestow cycle this time around. There's less ordeals. I think there is less power and toughness boosting auras overall. So there is basically 2 things that could happen. The first thing is that the format normalizes a bit, and the second thing is that the good cards of the good bestow cards and the good ordeals and all these kind of things get even more important. So it gets maybe even more extreme with that change. And some things I want to talk about is once again the problem of choosing your colors and positioning yourself at the table. There's again a cycle of gold cards, so that keeps interesting during drafting. Then there is the whole heroic or the hero theme, where you have the heroes that get 1 counter, you have the heroes that get 2 counters, even some heroes that get 3 counters. And I'm not convinced that just slamming the ones that get 1 counter is still the correct line of play. Ringseed Rider remains really good, but how good are these 1/1s that get a single counter? How good is the 0-4 that gets a single counter? And we'll find this out this weekend when we play all the pre-releases, and even if it's sealed, we will still learn a lot about the new format, and that's what I'm going to be tackling. So if you have any kind of great experience with cards that you didn't think would be good, that's definitely something that can help you maybe get an edge early on in the limited queues. And otherwise, yeah, this format is going to be relevant as a sealed deck format, as a draft format, and then I think there, at least in Europe, there's Grand Prix Warsaw coming up, which will highlight this basically as a limited pre-release GP, and then I'm sure there's other GPs as well featuring the new format. If you have anything to say about Lorwyn, about Morningtide, about Journey into Nyx, or even Theros or Born of the Gods, which I feel we've analyzed quite well up to this point, feel free to voice yourself, make yourself heard in the comments. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the release of the new set, also on Magic Online, and I'll be back with the strategic opening discussions and intros that you've grown to like, I hope, with me jumping right into Journey into Nyx. I just wanted to take a break, and I didn't feel like talking about the cards before I've even played a pre-release in an intro video that is showing Lorwyn Morningtide would be all that appropriate. So I hope you can manage to wait for 2 weeks, and then I'll be back. Enjoy the draft. See you then.